Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, reacting to the trailer that everyone has been waiting for, and I've been at the front of the line, The Mandalorian and Grogu, coming out next year. The culmination movie, right, for the Mandalorian series and everything in this kind of this Mandoverse and what the storytelling has been building towards. We got a sneak peek at Star Wars Celebration Japan that I got to see. It was like a long take of him fighting his way through an AT-AT. It was pretty badass. But this is the first trailer to actually, go across the public eye, so very excited to see what we've got in here. Without further ado, Mandalorian and Grogu, first official trailer. Let's do it! Razor Crest? It's back. Somehow. It returned. Oh my god, Grogu with the little scope! More Imperials. Yes, Puppet Adventures, let's go. Sigourney Weaver. Not our first time dealing with aliens, kid. Oh! I'm on! Zabarelios!
Impressive.
And that's Rot of the Hutt, right? Mandalorian Savrip from the Dejarik game. Hell yes. Nice. That's the clip that we saw. Oh, down she goes. I'm sorry. Did they just change aspect ratio on us in a fucking trailer? New font? New logo? Forged for IMAX. Very nice.
Good shot, baby.
Oh, man. Oh, this looks like a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a Grogu movie with some Mandalorian mixed in there. Oh, that was dope, though. There was a lot in this. As soon as I heard that bass recorder kick up with the Mando theme again, like, it felt like we're back. We're back. I've been waiting for this. Oh, that was awesome. I'm going to play it back and try and absorb all the little details we've got here. But right out of the gate, my takeaways are Zeb's fighting, and he's using a bow rifle from Lasat, which is awesome. We've got a Mandalorian Savrip in the mix, like a full-size one. The Dejarik piece is just like a little dude on the game, but it's actually like a huge, like, monster creature. They're native to Ord Mantell. That's why they're called Mandalorian Savrips. And I've always found that a little weird they're included in the Dejarik King pieces because they wear clothes. The other ones are all like creatures and monsters, but he's wearing a little waistcoat, like a little belt. It's like, is this guy like a sentient guy forced to fight in this? Like, what's going on? But this is the first time we've seen him on live action on screen, so that's really exciting. I knew what that was in an instant because not only do I have the little Dejarik Gachapon set, but in Star Wars The Old Republic, you can go to Ord Mantell and you can see the Mandalorian Savrips, and they're just lumbering around. That's really cool. Lot of Grogu and Anzellan action, and you know what? As much as people are going to complain, they're like, "Oh, what is this side story? This isn't about the Mandalorian." Like, this is what I'm here for when it comes to Star Wars: is like long extended sequences without a human being in it, where it's all just goofy puppets talking to other goofy puppets. Like, it's hilarious. There was a scene in season 3 of The Mandalorian where like that reached this fever pitch, and it was so funny. It was when Din Djarin and Grogu go to the Anzellan workshop to try and get things fixed. And you've got Grogu, 2 Ancellans, and Mando wearing a full helmet. So there's no human faces at all. And then up in the top corner, you've got Carl Weathers just like poking his head in the window, translating for it. Was the funniest thing. Absolutely delightful. Such just weird, campy vibe that you can only really achieve in Star Wars. And that hasn't changed since the 70s. And that's beautiful, all right? That's what's beautiful about Star Wars. All right, mini rant over. Let's run this thing back because there was a lot in here. Also, Rot of the Hutt. Pretty awesome. There was like a little vault area thing with the Desjalik Hutt clan symbol on it, and he was fighting like some giant like Hutt cartel robot thugs. That looked badass. I need more information on that pronto. But yeah, let's play this thing back. I gotta know how the Razor Crest returned. What's the deal here? It's not the same one. Obviously, it's a new one, but maybe Pelimoto finally came through and found one. Okay, so we're doing something with the Empire here. Clearly, Moff Gideon was not the end of it. I mean, we know about the Remnant. We know that they're brewing things with Brendel Hux and the Unknown Regions. The First Order is going to rise eventually. They gave us a glimpse of that little Shadow Council. So I wonder if now we're going to be chasing down the rest of those Moffs and Warlords on that Shadow Council. Whatever this is, I'm into it. Grogu and an Aunt Zelen just crawling around in the sewers, like that's enough for me. I could watch an episode of that. Let's go, Sigourney Weaver. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that she is not very featured heavily in this movie. I feel like she's gonna be like an auxiliary character. She's gonna have a couple scenes. I feel like she's like the quest giver. Mando's going to sit down with her. She's going to give him, like, the task or put him on the mission. And we're going to see her at the beginning and maybe the end of the movie, where she's going to be like, here you go, Mando, and then, good job, Mando. That's my prediction. I'd be happy to be wrong. If she has a major role in this and even involved in an action sequence, like, that'd be awesome. But I'll take all the Sigourney Weaver I can get, and I'm expecting her to be used sparingly. She's a colonel, right? She's a colonel in the New Republic Navy. Which isn't saying much because they fully are in the middle of demilitarization right now, scuttling everything. Ooh, yes! Fucking beating the shit out of people in an old 50s style diner. We're back. We're back. It's not Dex's diner, but it's got that energy, you know? I'm on! Yes! I'm so down with this. Amon is a creature we first saw in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi, and I got to meet an Amon cosplayer at Star Wars Celebration Japan, and it was the coolest thing. Easily one of the highlights of the con for me. That guy was rad. Hold up. Back up a little bit to that. Yeah, those kind of look like V-Wings. They're too elongated to be TIE fighters. I think they might be V-Wings. Pirates, maybe? Using old Republic tech? Interesting. Grogu's going for a swim. Yes! Oh my god. Not just Zeb, but Zeb using his physicality to, like, overwhelm people and also being, like, nimble as hell with the Lasat bow rifle. That's so sweet. That's so Rebels. I'm so glad that we're going to get him as more than just a little cameo. He's actually going to do something here. It still annoys me we have not gotten him on screen with the rest of the Ghost crew. For some reason, Zeb has to be, like, in his own thing. But I'm assuming that they're saving that reunion for the Filoni movie, right? Or maybe even Ahsoka Season 2. Grogu with a bunch of Aunt Zelens. And then, okay, so this is a New Republic U-Wing. It's a little different. I'm no E.C. Henry. I can't give you the encyclopedic list of reasons why it's different, but I know what the silhouette looks like, and it is a little different. I look forward to the breakdown so I can find that out on a technical level. Rod of the Hutt. Let's go. It's what's his face from Shameless and The Bear, neither of which I have seen, but I know he's a good actor. Rada. He's grown up, man. He's grown up. I remember when he fit into a little backpack and got carried around by Ahsoka. And now he's just like this bruiser of a Hutt. I love it. I love this new, like, resurgence in Disney canon of swole Hutts. He's like the third swole Hutt we've gotten recently. There was Gracchus the Hutt in the Marvel comics. And then there's also a really beefy Hutt in the High Republic continuity too, who, like, leads a charge into battle against the Nile. And just... yeah, like, we see Jabba and we're like, okay, that's what a Hutt looks like. But, like, it's like, no, that's a Hutt that's let himself go. There are Hutts out there that could just beat your ass without assistance of bodyguards. And that's wild. I'm glad we finally get to see that in live action here. And they're really saving it. They're like, they're not going to show us his face until, like, probably the movie. Probably we'll never get that in a trailer. And that's good. That's good. I like that we don't show too much here.
Impressive.
Yes. Okay, so what is going on here? These droids are so dope. I really like their design. They've got, like, greebles on greebles going on. They look like kind of poorly maintained, but also maybe they're just super old and you don't fix what's not broken, you know? Like, if they work really well, but they've been here since the Old Republic, then just keep maintaining them, I guess. The symbol on the door is the Desjulic cartel symbol. It's Jabba's clan, Jabba the Hutt, and it also is tattooed on his forearm, and you can see it in Return of the Jedi. Rada the Hutt is Jabba's nephew. Jabba's obviously not alive anymore. Could Rada have risen to a position of station within his uncle's clan? Is that possible? He's fighting in gladiator pits. Is he doing that because he's a slave, or is it kind of like an Emperor Nero situation where he's in charge of all this and he also fights in the arena just for fun? Interesting. Whatever's going on here, like, I love the design of these robots. There's something very like SWTOR operation about this scene. Yes, my boy, Mandalorian Savrip. Oh my god, he looks so good. So I have to grab mine. When I was in Japan, I got a bunch of little gachapons, and they had the generic ones. So this is the Mandalorian Savrip right here. This little buddy. If Chewbacca could hear me, he would tear my arms off for saying this, but he was an absolute fool to try and play a Kintan Strider against a Mandalorian Savrip, all right? Savrip clears every time. He looks fantastic. He looks really, really, really good. I love that he's wearing the same little, like, leather getup kind of thing. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. You can always count on Favreau and Filoni to include, like, some really nice, nerdy, deep cuts. Oh, and it looks like it's Mando who's fighting him in the ring. Okay, so Mando's in the audience with Grogu watching Rada fight, and then something happens, and now he's in here fighting against a Mandalorian Savrip. Does he enter the tournament like everybody else, or does he get thrown in there somehow, and they're like, kill him? Because remember that scene in Mando Season 3, Episode 1, where he's watching a fight go down, and then the fighters, like, jump out of the ring, like, everyone attacks him, just devolves into a scuffle? This could be that situation again. Or maybe someone challenges him and he's like, you know what? No, bring it on. I'm a Mandalorian. I'll fight a Savrip, which is a crazy thing to do. This is the way. Yes. Oh, you know what? I'm noticing for the first time that this AT-AT is actually the Star Wars Rebels and I think Jedi Fallen Order as well style of AT-AT. It's slightly different. It's got those bulbous, like, side turrets on the head. Yeah, the ones in Empire Strikes Back don't have that. Going down! So long, sucker. God damn. And I dig the new logo. I dig it. It's very like Indiana Jones. It makes me think of the Indiana Jones, and it also makes me think of Black Sabbath's logo as well. Just because everything kind of does. Alright, and then finally we've got this, like, womp rat cyclops looking thing. And it's funny too because the way they edit this in the trailer is pretty good too because we can't tell who's looking at it, so it looks huge. And then we realize, oh, it's only huge to Grogu. It's like comes up to your knee. Well done. Good perspective work. Yeah, this looks great. I can't wait. I mean, it's kind of a given you're going to have a good time with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I've said it before, this feels like a Grogu movie. And I'm not complaining. Like, quite honestly, I'll watch that puppet do whatever he wants for an hour. That's fine. But I really hope that Mandalorian Din Djarin has, like, a satisfying and fulfilling storyline within all this as well as it just being, like, a vehicle for cool effects and action set pieces and, like, you know, puppetry on parade. All of which I love. All of which I am here to see. But it would be nice if we could get the complete package, you know? Wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah, I will definitely be watching this. My reaction will be dropping right here on the channel. I'll watch it with Bendu. The full uncut version of that will be up on Patreon, where all of my full uncut reactions live, by the way. And they're just waiting for you to go and enjoy them. So follow the link in the description to the video to my Patreon page, support the channel, get access to a bunch of cool exclusives and perks. So the same thing happens to me every time a new Star Wars trailer comes out. I find myself unable to, like, function for the rest of the day because I'm too excited thinking about Star Wars. So I'm going to try and just let all of that excitement out in one quick burst so I can just get on with the rest of my day. So here goes. Okay. Okay, I feel better now. I think I can get on with it. Oh man, this can't get here soon enough. I can't wait. This is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Check out the rest of the channel for more content, reactions, and reviews. Leave me a comment if you've got a question or something to say. Let me know how you're feeling about this movie. Are you excited or are you totally over this? Either way, let me know. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, may the Force be with you.